What's up, sports fans? How's everyone doing? Happy Saturday to you all. Welcome to my sports channel. I am the Sports Judge. Good morning to you. Thanks for making me a part of your day. Jack Del Rio got himself in a lot of hot water. He's in the middle of a controversy right now for his comments made about the January 6th riots that took place at the U.S. Capitol. And, he's getting a lot of heat for it, as he should, because look, the comments that he made were very ignorant. This guy obviously needs to educate himself. Maybe he needs to open a book, step away from football for a bit, open a book, read it, learn more about a protest, and learn more about an insurrection, because I don't think he's mature enough or smart enough to understand the difference between the two. A peaceful protest is a lot different from a riot. A riot is when public property is being destroyed, or when people force entry, vandalize property. That's a riot. A protest is when people march the streets, to find a solution. And what we saw at the U.S. Capitol was a horrifying event. I don't think Jack Del Rio thought about the backlash that he could receive in the aftermath of his very uninformative, and stupid comments. And I mean, if I'm the Washington Senators, if I'm Juan Rivera, I'm telling him to shut the bleep up. We already got enough controversy around our organization. We don't need to add more fuel to the fire. And that's what Jack Del Rio did by making those comments. His comments were highly inappropriate, highly insensitive, and irresponsible on his part. He should know better. And if there's one person that needs to be fired, it should be Jack Del Rio. He would not be part of my coaching staff. He would not be a part of my organization, not after making comments like this. How can you allow this? By keeping him around your organization, you're letting him know it's okay. He's calling the Capitol riots a dust-up? I mean, let's call it what it is. It's an insurrection. It's not a dust-up. And this is a sensitive topic for a lot of people. Because the people who know better and who actually understand what happened on that day know that this was a senseless act of violence, that this was mass destruction, and that it was senseless because people on that day lost their lives. Destroying public property and government property is an insurrection. And people should stop apologizing if they don't really mean it. If you said what you said, you mean it. Own up to it. Own up to it, Jack Del Rio. You meant what you said, because your apology was half-assed and it was half-baked. It didn't even seem authentic. And the only reason he even showed remorse or some type of contrition is because he was called out on it. See, the public ridicule is too much for people to handle. They can make comments, but once they are publicly getting ridiculed and the pressure is put on them to take action and take accountability for what they said, now they want to apologize. The apology to me was phony. It was disingenuous. And I don't buy the apology. I can't take him seriously. I can't take a man seriously who referred to the events on January 6th of 2022 as a dust-up and compared that day, that horrific day, to riots, looting, and burning during the protests in the summer of 2020. A lot of the looting and burning and the destruction of public property on that day during the George Floyd protests didn't even have anything to do with Black Lives Matter or the people that was protesting peacefully. That was other people looking for trouble. Let's talk about that, but we can talk about that for another day. What people fail to realize is that words have consequences. You know, Jack Del Real's comments were very weird, very uninformative, you know, and they were better off left unsaid. And to all the people out there talking about freedom of speech is dead, freedom of speech has never died. Again, we have to take accountability for our actions. We are entitled to have an opinion. We are allowed to have an opinion. Freedom of speech, right? But just remember, everything we say, you know, carries weight. Everything we say is powerful, and people are going to take it a different way. Always remember that. You can say anything you want to say. You can make the most ignorant statement ever because it's freedom of speech. But that doesn't mean that you're right. And he didn't even really have any facts to back up his statement. It sounds like to me it was the man talking out of his ass. Just saying something to be saying something. And why are you talking about this months later? Why are you tweeting about this stuff? Why are you even bringing this stuff up? This stuff happened months ago. You know, so I think Jack Del Real should lose his job. An apology is not good enough. You know, and you know, it's really shameful. It's really shameful. And what happened on that day, we all know what happened on that day. We all know we all know everything that happened on that day was not normal. It was something that, you know, it was an unfortunate event that transpired on that day. And it's a sensitive discussion to be had, and Jack Del Real was wrong for this. And I'm very disappointed. And this is the last person I expected to hear this from. But maybe he has a history that we don't know about. Maybe this is the real Jack Del Real that we finally know about now. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.